That was like a primary thing that I used to do. So, okay, I'm running around out here on the ground, and my only thought process is house. Find a house. ASAP. If I can't find a house, it's going to be an interesting night because there's going to be like wolves and... Oh, snow biome. Okay, let's go to that. Okay, I will be dealing with cougary thingies. Cougars and snow, but I'll be able to, well, we'll find out. This is something I also want to see too, is I want to see how dark it is in the snow. Because I don't think I ever found the snow biome in this version. I played a few 19 maps. Actually, I'm going to have to double check that because I might have played in the snow. I think I may have actually. I'll tell you what, when we get up into here, I did see a little building that wasn't that far away. I am also in need of more water, but I don't want to keep drinking this shitty thing. And when we get up here, I'll have to have a quick look at what version my snow tower was. Because I think that was 19. I'm pretty sure it was 19. And I remember the snow biome being wonderfully bright at night, which is why I liked it. Because I could see the wolves and I could see the bears and I could see the zombies, and it was like the benefit of being out here. But I never found the burnt biome, I don't think. I'm pretty sure one of mine didn't have a burnt biome. Because I remember saying, I think when I started streaming, that they took it away. But I think it was just the map that I had. Oh, wolf. Okay, hold on. I have this. And I don't know how she's going to go with the heat. Hold on. Let me just get a little bit of stone. Because I don't have that much stone. I've got 48. Hold on. I have 48 stone. So I should be able to make a little campfire on top of a roof. That roof is exceedingly flat. It doesn't mean that's safe. Face the bears, drink for free. Let's see, the spare place. Breathe, gun and fun. What else is in this town? Mind you, oh, there's working stiff. Mind you, at nighttime, it is a bit of a lie that it's nighttime in the snow. But it doesn't get as dark as it needs to be to tell you that it's nighttime. Now, that kind of a fence tells me dogs. What is this? Is that combo building that has like the 3? Yeah, it is. Okay. And the popping pills and all that. I know that the balcony on that is not safe. I've sat there on a couple of different versions and it's not safe. This is awesome. Bell's Bakery. That building is not safe. I remember greatly which ones are not safe and which ones I haven't tested yet. But yeah, this is cool. I'm glad that I found the snow biome, but I'm curious how deep the snow biome goes. That building kind of looks like what I want to sit on. If I can get up to tippy top of that, it's pretty square. The reason why I want a square building is it doesn't... Oh, it's a school. It doesn't... Oh, shit. Oof. Fuck that. Oh, man, that gave me a stomachache. Yeah, the flat buildings, they don't generally have pathways up for people to... Like, the zombies to get up into the top of the roof. As well as, like, an angled roof does. What do I get from this? It doesn't take as long to loot. Like the same kind of length as a sandwich. Wow. Oh my god. Like, it doesn't actually upset me. I like that that's all it gave me. You know? Because I kind of feel like when you loot them... Oh shit. Hold on, something bumped me off there. When you loot them these days, I kind of feel like you get like a lot of gear. And I feel like if you're going to scavenge for something, you're going to have to scavenge for something. Oh, let me get over here. I'm not seeing any enemies. I will hydrate. I'll just quickly mute again just so I can drink properly, alright? There we go. Thank you. I need some more boxes. Was it? Knew the 11,000 points I've saved up would be used for something good, more water. I mean, I consider it to be good. Because, like, yeah, I'm supposed to drink a heap of water. And sometimes, particularly when I'm streaming, particularly in winter, I don't tend to have enough water because it's cold and I don't want to drink water because it'll make me colder. But in something like this happening where I need to remember to have it, just pinning a message and knowing that, like, it may not necessarily be the same person that does it, but, you know, getting a couple of people coming in every so often and seeing it and redeeming it and stuff like that is far more likely for me to actually, like, drink the amount of water that I'm supposed to have, kind of thing. Like I said, especially in summer. When I get to summer, I normally try to drink my entire drink bottle during stream. And I normally be okay with it because it's hot. But winter's a different kettle of fish. I just don't get hot enough to want the water. Also, I love the fact that the zombies out here actually look partially frozen. Like, that was a big thing that they changed, is they de-thawed the lumberjacks and stuff. So, yeah, alright. So this is going to be where we're going to be tonight. As you guys have seen so far, I'm mostly just here to see how dark it gets at night. I also want to see how extensive this city is. Also, it sounds like he just broke something. I don't think he saw me. I think he's just breaking something for the fucking hell of it. But there's, like, no zombies up here. So, yeah. It's just going to be the night of chitty chat again. I guess I got to, like, figure out food and shit. She got a sandwich, but that's probably going to kill her. I should probably make her a campfire for the night, though. What's that? Go. It's fine. Funny thing is, like, here we just say, like, skull. Like, skull, or whatever. Like, drink a lot. But, also, I didn't really get to test this out. Oh, yeah. The wood ratio feels like it's better. Hold on. Give me 1. What is 1? 50. I feel like they changed that to, like, 30 in the new version. 11 minutes should be enough. Skull. That sounds Norwegian. I don't know. That's just what, like, I don't know, people sort of say, my generation at least here in Australia, is like, you know, when you've got to drink a lot of liquid or something like that, it's just like skull kind of thing. That's what you say. But, actually, this should give me some health, then I can eat that sandwich. There we go. Alright, hit up 2 of them because I got a lot of shitty water. You want to see how dark it gets? Translates to, what's it? TS hilarious. Chat can't see shit. I want to do this again. It's more of like, I have, okay, so for any that, hold on, let me stand a bit closer to this fire so she doesn't freeze during the night and doesn't catch fire. So for anybody that hasn't, like, been aware of what I'm trying to do with the alpha versions and stuff, I'm very displeased with 2.0. And I don't want to play it, and I won't play it if I don't have to and stuff, right? So my thought process is that I'm kind of feeling with, you know, the released 1.0 and the alpha 20s and stuff like that. It was leaving me very dissatisfied with the game. I was actually just felt like I was kind of going through the motions because, you know, I was playing it, but I wasn't enjoying it anymore. And I want to enjoy the game. I don't want to get to a point where I don't want to play the game because I don't enjoy it. I love 7 Days to Die. I love the sandboxing. I love the horror and the fear and all that stuff. It was great, you know. But, oh my god, look at it. Oh my god. This is beautiful. Fucking look at it. Shit, I didn't actually think that the snow got this fucking dark. Holy crap. I actually might put my fire out at one point. Okay, I legitimately didn't think it was going to get this dark in the snow, but then I turned around and holy shit. I think you can tell how much I'm enjoying this, and I don't get this from the modern day 7 days at all. And what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to decide between 18 and 19 which version I like the most, because I started on 18.4, and now I also spent a great deal of time playing on 19, and I enjoyed it. It was horrifying and scary, and you needed to actually have like a torch, or you needed a headlamp, and you know, you couldn't see when you went inside, even if it was daytime and stuff. And it was just great. And like the animals don't always make noise, and you don't always get loot. And there was so many more fucking zombies and animals and all sorts of shit. But yeah, look at, like, the sun hasn't even fully set, but look how fucking cool that looks. Like, apart from the shit in the corner on my screen, I want a screenshot of that. I probably should have taken the screenshot before she got diarrhea, but this is fine. But this, oh my god, like, I should turn that off for a second, but I can't even see the other end of town. So, like, in the green biome, as we saw earlier, when I was in the green biome, I was kind of in like a town, and it had like a brightness like this, but at a distance it was really fucking dark. Now, I remember that you used to need to have the night vision goggles to be able to see the fucking bears and wolves in front of you in the green biome. And I don't know about the burnt biome, and I don't know about the wastelands, because I'm pretty sure I've been in the wastelands in 19. Pretty certain of that, but I don't think I've been in the burnt biome in 19. So I'd be really curious about that. But I'd like to, I sort of want to build in the burnt biome, although this is really pretty. Like, I'm curious if that's going to stay red most of the night, or if it's going to dampen eventually, but that's nice. There's also cool ambient shit like that. Like, when we were in the burnt biome in 18, the sun was literally blotted out with like a fiery orange, like a halo, because, you know, smoke and shit. Now we're in the snow, and on the horizon over the desert, it's red and shit. And that's just beautiful, and fuck knows what's that way. Which way am I facing? I guess that's just more snow that way. But yeah, this is like, okay, I don't know how I'm going to go with scavenging and stuff, but I definitely feel like I'm not going to be accosted by a bazillion screamers. Like, this is day 3, and on both maps I've got up to day 3, no screamers. Mind you, I haven't done a lot of noise stuff. It also has got the wooden frames, these frames. We can upgrade those, I think, like 3 times before then I need cobblestone, then I need cement, and it goes wet cement, then cement again, and then, well, it doesn't for these, you need rebar for that, right? But you get fucking rebar and shit, like, wherever the hell that is. Hold on. Flagstone? My god, I forgot you can make flagstone blocks. Oh, man. Hold on. Warning block. I've got to find the rebar thing again. You can make sinks. You can make all kinds of benches. Where the fuck is rebar? I had to have scrolled past it. Or it's not in this. It might be under this one. Nope. Hold on. Rebar. There. Yeah, rebar. Then wet concrete. Then concrete. Then I think steel. No, iron, then steel. I think. So, like, I'm so excited. I really am. Like, I am, like, fucking squirming around. I can't sit still. I think it's going to be probably maybe not this map specifically, but maybe 19. Only because we've got the food and hydration bar and the extra 2 slots that I am familiar with and kind of prefer these days. Also, lack of topless strippers that could potentially be a problem for streaming, because I don't know how Twitch and YouTube feel about that, and I don't really want to find out. But it doesn't have quite as many zombies by the look of it as 18 does, but it's also... It's got that genuinely fucking... I thought I was going to catch fire then. It's got that genuinely fucking scariness to it. Like, hold on, let me turn this off. Yeah, I know you're hungry. Okay, so even up here, it's pretty dark. I can't remember if that is kind of solid. All right, hold on. It's then in the corner here. I kind of needed that fire, actually, by the look of it. Hold on. She is kind of freezing, but I've got to test the thing. Give me like 20 of these. I got to make the thing around me again, just because, for science. It's about here. I don't know if I can make it on that side, but I don't think I need to. All right, hold on. I want to see how dark I can get it. This skull sounds Norwegian. Skull is literally Norwegian. Cheers. I don't have the right kind of rocks for that. Just pronounce it as skull. I wonder how it got to Australia. I don't know. I also heard somebody talking about... There's an Icelandic person. I was watching the video. Oh my god, it's dark. Oh, this is great. Like, I've still got the roof on me, but goddamn. It is genuinely dark. Yeah, I was watching a Icelandic individual talking about some stuff, and some of the words that they were using is the same kind of shit we use here. So, I don't know. I just think it's a mixture of all sorts of different cultures, I think. She has, like, no fucking stamina. But the water's giving her diarrhea. I don't have to break them all down. I could just jump out of this little thing, but I do want to break them down. I also want to go back to the fire and keep her warm. So my only other thing, too, is I'm not super familiar off the top of my head about the old maps as much. What is this giving me? It's giving me 10 water. That should be plenty enough to be able to cut through a thing. Hold on. Let me fix up this. Also, the zombies are like plumb stupid, which is kind of great. Like, you saw earlier, I was on a wall that was only like probably 3 off the ground, and a zombie walked up to within 2 blocks of me, and she couldn't detect me at night just standing on that wall. So that was fantastic. It's not that I don't want the zombies to be able to find me and shit. I really feel like, you know, the zombies should just be kind of like, should be like a more primal thing, that they don't just automatically know where you are and know how to get to you the fastest possible way. I kind of feel like they really should, I don't know, on some level be like, oh, I heard something, let me walk over there. Arrives over there, there's nothing there, you know. Or like, you know, they'll hit a wall, but they can't like figure it out. I think that's a dire wolf. I'm seeing its eyes shine a little bit from here, just like the occasional flicker of orange. I'm thinking that's what that is, because it's pretty big compared to zombies. Also, this guy, I don't know if he's the version that can climb the walls. I'm pretty sure 18 was the one that they can climb the walls. But I'll tell you what, this little cunt should be a human fucking zombie crawling around. It shouldn't be that fucking borderline demonized thing that screeches. I mean, it's probably the same screech, but yeah. It's back when, you know, you had zombies and wildlife. And occasionally you had like one mutated special wildlife. You know, I kind of wish I could find where the, if this is, all that was desert and this is snow. My only thought is if I could get my ass cheeks down to here, which I don't think I could do by nightfall, depending on where I die, it's potentially going to throw me up into like somewhere higher up. So I don't want to accidentally die. I won't have a lot of time from, like, morning to run. But I kind of want to... I don't think I'd get very far on the ground, by the way. I'm pretty sure these guys still run at night. I think they sprint, in fact, at night. I'm not dealing with that wolf. If the dog was bad enough, that wolf is absolutely going to kill me. But I do want to see if I can find, like, a burnt area or a wastelands. Like, I'm pretty sure I've been in wastelands. And I know it was dark, but it wasn't like that dark. But when we were in 18, it was like you couldn't see the ground on a second story. You couldn't even see into the attic. I think everybody can kind of remember that, where I was like trying to fight a fucking zombie in an attic and I couldn't even see like down there. Like I kind of can't actually. Oh yeah, there's a piping there. Yeah, no, actually it's, hold on, I went too far from my fire. I like this though. I like this. This is the old cold mechanic. Hold on, let me walk away so you guys... New people that are seeing like 2.0 and the weather mechanics and shit. Hold on, let it get cold. See this? It goes cold. It gets freezy. You see like her breath in front of us? You see the puffs of like breath coming? There? Yeah. Anyway, so eventually it gets to the point where she gets so cold and she starts like... it starts flashing like red and shit too, I'm pretty sure. And yeah, she gets like well and truly like really frozen. She starts dying from it and shit. But like this is like you'd need to have and find a jumper, like wherever my character thingy is. Find yourself a jumper, wherever that is here, right? And maybe get yourself an overcoat, find yourself a face mask, get some warmer pants, and then you come out into the snow and you would warm up, right? You'd have a coffee, you make yourself a coffee, you get yourself some warm shit. That's how you'd survive in the fucking cold element. This is also one of my major gripes about like 2.0 is this is in 19.6 and it worked great. You had to change your clothes to go into different biomes for prolonged periods of time so that you wouldn't use up more resources than you needed to. And then they took it away. And then they basically like fucked with it and put it back in. It's just so much more broken. Plus you also have the douchebag Yetis that I don't think should exist in the game. And that also just like one hit you in most biome sort of things. Or one hit you in general, I think, if you stand still, depending on what difficulty you're on. So that's fun. But yeah. The smoothie potion system, not a fan. Not a fan when you can just have a cup of coffee and put on a jumper and go into snow and be alright. You know, plus there is also... in here, there is also yucca smoothies that existed. Which I know you can't see the stats on this at the moment, but the idea is you survive in the severely cold environments. That existed. That's always existed. That was the point of it. But where's my other food items? Let's go with coffee. I had coffee on me earlier, but it helps you stay warm for a limited time. Like, they already had this mechanic. They also had blackstrap coffee, by the way, which would give you a long-lasting energy and keep you warm for hours. So, again, I have very, very strong thoughts and opinions about 2.0, and I have been very particular about the words I'm using for a lot of it, because I'm not trying to specifically absolutely shit on them and hate on it, but I could play 19 and have a better experience overall. So I would, you know. Sorry. It's not, and I can see stuff. Unreal. I know, right? Mind you, the other thing too is, hold on, let me put my little thingy back on for a sec. In my bases here, my little slideshow on the bottom of the screen, you'll see in like some of my base designs, I did a lot with lights. I put a lot of lights around my base, and that was why, because in these versions, it was dark at night. If I went inside this building, it would be pitch fucking black. Also, the sun is rising, which is really cool. But it would be pitch black. You would not be able to see. You would have to have a torch to be able to see, or a headlamp, right? Or a weapon light. Any of those would do, so that you could light up the room. But yeah, in some of the photos, you'll see, like, I have got, like, a heap of lanterns, or I've got a heap of my torches, or I have, like, a couple of campfires strategically placed, or barrels lit up and stuff. And the purpose of it was to make lit up area and stuff. I think I also had, like something brighter than that. I think I ended up with, I put spotlights or some shit in one of them. I'm pretty sure. Also, welcome back, Weaver. I take it that your chores are completed and stuff. I found the snow biome and stuff. I'm just waiting for my like slideshow to find the spot where it kind of shows inside, because when you see like the blue and the white lights inside is when I had the big spotlights, which I think I made those. I either made them or I bought them. Let's actually find out if those are makeable. Makeable. Okay. Yeah, they do like this like whitish blue light. Like in the picture you can see I had like barrels and stuff like that around like my farms and stuff like that, which lit it up, but it produced heat. So even having like a couple of fireplaces would produce heat. But it took a lot of barrels to get one screamer, you know. There's a torch on the wall and my couple of campfires and stuff. A couple more torches. I want to say that I really love this scene. The snow and the darkness is very comforting. It's fucking pretty though. Like we had the sun's rising now, which is really cool because, like, look at that. But we had the sunset and we had like this ribbon of red and just pure black darkness out here. It was so beautiful. Yeah, there's the spotlights whitening up everything. All right, it's morning. Time for me to take my... Turn that off. Give me this. Sort that up. All right, I'm going to leave this here because regardless of if I find the other biome in time, it won't be this map that I'll play on. So where's my thing back here? There it is. The hell was that? Oh, you know what it'd be? It'd be the lumberjack there, that guy. He's been kind of following me around. All right, I'm pretty sure I put down a marker and we're going that way. Oh, shit. I know you're coming at me, mate, but I just need to turn off my thing for a sec. There we go. All right, you go that way. I'll go around here. Because I don't want none of that shit. He is a tank enemy. The only other thing I haven't seen out here, I'm pretty sure we saw in 18, was the cougars, mountain lions, whatever. I also haven't seen many of the bears. I've seen the wolves for out here. Also, she's not going to stay warm while running around. The best I can do is like my torch to keep her warm. But there should be like mountain lions down here. There's also rocks. Okay, rocks and bird's nests are super easy to find out in the snow. When I wanted to get a lot of stone and I wanted to get a lot of eggs, I'd come out here. Because this is where you go for it. But yeah, some of the water and the colorations and stuff like that, so much better. The other fun thing too is realizing that there is a whole world of things that I can craft and make. If I want to make something, like, yeah, some things I've got to find a schematic for it. Or a blueprint or read a book or something like that, right? But there is a great deal... There's a bear over there. There is a great deal of stuff that I can make that does not require me to read 100 fucking magazines or, like, unlock a bunch of tiers or whatever. Fuck off, mate. Tell you what, he sounds a lot different to what he ended up being like. But that could be just, like, the initial raw thing. My person has no stamina. She's got dysentery, she's dehydrated, she's hungry. She's fatigued. She's still fatigued. You know, I didn't actually notice that, but did it say it was fatigued for like 2 hours or something? Because that's still really high on the 50s. And I'm pretty sure she got that from getting bit by a dog, didn't she? Anyway, I don't know if dysentery... I'm pretty sure it just goes away. The trees also don't look as purple-blue in this version, in the snow. You notice that? Some of them are like a bluey-green, some of them are like... They got a purpley hue on them, but they're not like as vibrant up as the other ones. Like, the later versions of fucking 7 Days to Die really went like fluoro with some of the colors. Like, not exactly fluoro, but it's like, look how dark this ground is. Fantastic. Yeah, does the snowy biome feel like one big liminal space? I don't know. I know that it's not a very big area up there. I'm trying to find... I may have to go over this mountain. I'm trying to find like a couple of different biomes. Hold on, I'm stuck there. The only problem is my person is like really not able to like move around that much because of like all the things that are ailing her. And there's not much I can do to fix it beyond like letting her die. But if I let her die, I might potentially spawn way higher up on the map or too far away from where I already am. Mind you, I may also just get a roaming horde, which I haven't seen yet. Mind you, a couple of the nights have been real dark. So I may have had roaming hordes and just not seen them. It could be because I've still got the jacket on my character. I haven't got that much experience to remove it, which I think is at like level 10, I think. So she probably hasn't leveled up enough to have them running around, which is good also. This area, though, is going to be hard to traverse if it's going to be a lot of up and down because it's going to cap her stamina. I mean, it just is nice for that. It's funny because this area just looks like where I live during the average December. What, this biome at the moment. I just like the fact that, like, it is a bit darker, you know. In the like newer version